Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to Come to the show. It's doing well on this 1st February 2025. A little bit of a sort of like a dark psychology video. And I mean, it's not for everybody, right? But it's just a state of mind. And what I'm trying to do with this is not trying to be negative, right? Because there's plenty of people that are trying to be negative. What I'm trying to do with this is make some of you guys realize a lot of reality, and it's I don't know. It's a feeling of I something I wish I knew, something that I know that I wish I didn't know. Right, like pain. Everybody wish that you know pain, but knowing pain makes you understand. Okay, well, if I'm in pain, what am I supposed to do? What? How can I counter it? Right. So, a bit of dark psychology for you guys, a little bit of a prepping to the world, right? And it's gonna be negative, but trust me, there's good intent behind it, right? So I'm making a video, right? And I have the habits of making crazy long videos, and when I'm talking, when I'm on a gaming channel, and somebody writes down 20 minutes, and it's a gaming video, right? And somebody writes down 20 minutes, I ain't watching all of that, and I'm like, dude, and it made me laugh because, and I guess I'm gonna sound like an asshole, and I'm not, but I actually don't need views, right? Of course, when somebody watch my shit, when somebody interact with the content, I'm very lucky. I'm very happy. But ultimately speaking, I don't need reassurance. I don't need somebody to tell me, hey, you know what, that video maybe is too long. It, it's up to you to decide, right? Whether or not you're gonna do something. What I'm trying to say by that is you shouldn't do something. For example, the hair. The hair is a better example. So the hair, we're letting them grow because I was always told no, don't let them grow, and I never tried them for myself, and I'm actually pretty happy with the results. Right now they're in a mess, but we washed them about 5:30. We watched them about holy shit. We watched them about um 8 hours ago. Holy shit, it goes fast. And means you have to do things sometime for yourself, right? Because everything that you do, and that's the subject of the video, anything that you do means nothing. Right? And you have to realize that in life. And of course, there's different. We're gonna be really diving in, which is actually cool. So the person tells me, "Hey, 20 minutes. I ain't watching all that, right?" And my answer was, you don't need to watch that. Nobody's forcing you to watch that, right? If you don't want to watch something, do not watch it, right? And at the same time, it's kind of like a rhetoric because you're 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 better off watching long form content because when you're watching long form content, you really get into the story, right? What's the point of okay when you have a nice meal, right? When you have a nice meal, do you hurry up to eat it or you enjoy it? When you have sex, do you hurry up to finish it or you enjoy it, right? I think ultimately content is like that. And what I'm trying to say by anything that you do doesn't matter. It's actually quite simple. See, you're in a position, right, where I'm in a blessed position where I'm not making content for views, for fame, right? And I'm in this position that it doesn't matter who I am or what I do. I had this great plan, but then we just relaxed a little bit, and now I don't remember. Give me a sec. We're gonna call this bloopers, bloopers, bloopers. I had a good intro. Fuck. There you go. I remember. So what I'm trying to say is the fact that you do something and the fact that you don't do something has no consequences. So I know what you're saying. Yeah, but if I do something bad, it's consequences. We're gonna get into it later on, right? But the fact that you do something or you don't do something, there's no. It doesn't mean anything because in the grand scheme of things, every single one of your action doesn't matter, right? So there's contradiction for sure. So contradiction number one, butterfly effect. So something I did 20 years ago will come and bite me in the ass, right? Somebody I treated badly 10, 20 years ago will come and say, hey, you were mean to me. And then you'll feel like shit, right? And you didn't mean to be mad at them and you were just immature, right? But it still bites you in the ass, right? And now, yeah, that's actually a complex video. Actually, quite a complex way of thinking. So yeah, the fact that you don't do something because I don't do something, I didn't achieve anything. So for example, because I didn't work, I didn't get cash. Because I didn't get cash, I couldn't go to a concert. Because I didn't go to the concert, all my friend had fun and not me, right? Ultimately speaking, it's a concert, right? It's a great time, but you're able to. How much does that concert really means, right? And finally, I push somebody, they push me back. That's a direct action reaction, right? So what do I mean by your action or inaction doesn't mean anything? Um, if you're if you're doing something for a meaning, it's the same thing as doing something because you need to. So, for example, right, I need to go to work to get some money versus this is what I'm trying to say. I need to go to work to pay my bills versus I need to go to work because I want to work. Right? It's very different. I need to work at this place. Do you like your job? No, but I need to pay my bill. Do you like this job? Yes, I'm excited to go. Um, the, Ultimately, what you do or don't do doesn't have a repercussion or a meaning. The meaning is the intent behind it, right? So we're talking about we're going back with what I was saying. I had a concert that I couldn't go because it didn't work, right? If the concert was so important to you, right, you would have worked. So the intent of going to the concert wasn't there, right? Um, Another thing, somebody push you back. The person bumped into you by accident. You're gonna bump into them, or you're gonna be able to say, okay, well, this was on purpose, this was not on purpose, right? Or lastly, the first example, you see how ADHD I am? See, the intent behind it is it's crazy. In moments you have to do something. In moments, for example, something drops. You're trying to catch it. It's a reflex, right? That means something. This is your body telling you what to do. What I mean by that also is I see a lot of people, and again, I'm not judging, but I see a lot of people eating exactly at the same time, getting up at the same time, and ultimately, yes, this is a healthy habit, right? But you're not letting your body, for example, your body will tell you, hey, I'm hungry. Your body will tell you, hey, I'm sleepy. Right, so you're trying to govern that. For what? For a healthy schedule? The healthy schedule is listening to your body. Your body knows exactly what you need, right? Your body knows more than the brain about your need, right? When you burn yourself, what happened? You feel that burn on your fingers. You're like, oh, dude, I just burned myself. So your body has pain receptor. That pain receptor was activated by the fire or by the hot the hot surface, right? And your body's like, hey, be careful, you're burning yourself, right? And your answer to that is, okay, I'm gonna move away. Your answer. I think what we're trying to give purpose to everything that we do. I think that we're trying to do like today. I went on a walk, right? And I wanted to do a TikTok live, and I like walking. I'm trying to lose weight, right? Ultimately speaking, did I want to go on a walk? No. Ultimately speaking, did I want to lose weight? Yes. Right? So the intent is losing weight. The action is going on the walk. The action isn't the most important thing here, is the intent. Because if there was no intent, I would have not gone on a war and on a walk. So understanding that an action is reliant on a thought, right? Does the action really mean something, right? The person that says, "Oh, your video is 20 minutes. I ain't watching all of that." The intent when making the video wasn't for you to watch. The intent when choosing the duration of the video, there's no choosing, right? This will run an hour, right? Will run an hour until I cannot upload it to TikTok. There's one more thing though. There's one important, really, really important thing. This will last as long as I'm talking. So when I'm not talking, I'll end this video. Why? Because I'm doing two things at once, right? So the intent is to make content. The intent is to... It's tough. It's tough. The intent is to make content. Would I play this game and I love this game? Would I play this game if I wasn't making videos? No, I play a game that needs me to do a little more action, to be a bit more involved, right? Everything that you do means nothing. Your intention, once again, is super important, right? And you think, I know it's a crazy concept, right? But today right now we're hungry, right? I want to eat my dinner, right? And I got a lot of food at the home, and I can choose what I want to eat, right? And of course, you know me, I'm a pig when it comes to food, right? So I ate all of the good food, right? And now I'm broke. Because I'm broke, I have to eat the food that I don't really want to eat, right? So the intent is feeding yourself. The action is eating. But am I enjoying the food I'm eating? You know what I mean? So yeah, the action. You're going in to work, right? And you're punching in, right? And you're doing a certain job, right? And this other person that you're working with is not doing anything, right? So the intent, if the intent is to make money, you lose all of the meaning. It's meaningless because this person that does nothing, right, makes more than you or makes as much as you. So you're not working equally, but you're getting rewarded equally, right? Versus and even then, you're going to punch from 9 to 5 and you have this job, right? And you want to go to work. Because you want to go to work, you're actually going to work, you're excited to go to work. What is the intent? Going to work or finally get to work? Is the intent a workplace or the internet is a positive place, right? When I make videos, I'm excited. I get to do whatever the fuck I want. I get to talk about the fuck I want, right? So the intent of making video isn't actually making video; it's expressing yourself. The intent when making video is talking about a concept. The intent when making video, right? It's like a game that I actually care about, right? There's intent to it. The intent is never to make a video, right? And that's why I never plan videos. So my videos, I'm gonna go rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling, and you're like, why didn't you cut that out? Why are you rambling? Because the intent of making a video is a talk, right? It's a dialogue, right? It's a dialogue, and it does feel like a monologue. But if I get more popular, people are gonna be talking, right? People are gonna be talking in the comments and giving their opinion. That's gonna become a dialogue. You understand that? So when I make a video, it's completely meaningless. This is completely meaningless. The intent behind it is meaningful. Me trying to teach you guys about something, a concept that I'm exploring in dark psychology. Once again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe anything that you do is meaningful, right? But then again, also, it's totally insanity when you think about it, because the fact that I'm able to express myself in front of you, right? It's more rewarding than making the video itself, right? When you're watching a video of mine, right? When you're watching a video of anybody, right? You're looking for good. Okay, cool. When you're watching a video of a person, right? What are you looking for? Entertainment, right? The goal isn't to watch a video. The goal isn't to watch a video of a certain amount of time, right? A video, the intent behind it is to be entertained, right? Or you have a content creator that you really like, and you're wondering how he's doing. Your intent is checking up on that person, right? That's your intent. Your intent is either to be entertained or checking up on a person, right? Or curiosity or involvement. You're involved in the story arc of this person. They're going through some shit. They're going into drama. I'm involved in drama. I'm really involved. I'm really invested in the drama, right? So this is your. It's like the same thing as asking your why versus how. The why is important. The how, I need money. Okay, why? Because I need to pay rent. How? Well, I'll figure something out, right? That's the way it works. Now, ultimately speaking, I didn't mention the butterfly effect, right? The butterfly effect is possibly the biggest proof that what you're doing is meaningful. But the butterfly effect is what? The butterfly effect is me doing something having consequences on long term. The snowball effect. You take a little snowball and then you make it roll and then it becomes a big snowball. I was trying to do a snowball and you couldn't do it. Oh well, that's life. When you did something, right, you didn't think it was going to do that, right? And every single the butterfly effect means is meaning is behind anything that you do has the consequences, or there's good consequences. For example, I helped somebody. I gave them a $20. They were on the streets. These are the $20. They got a haircut. They got their beard trim. And they went to get a job, and now they get a job, and they got an apartment. Did they pay the apartment because of my $20? No. Did they pay the apartment because they work? Yes. Right? Did they get the job because they cut their hair? Yes. Did they cut their hair because I gave them the $20? Yes. So you would think that the $20 had repercussion, and that's kind of thanks to you that he's working, right? Thanks to your investment, right? But it's not true. It's not true. This guy took the $20 and decided to go get a haircut, right? He decided to, right? So he had the will, but he didn't have the mean. You have the mean, but you don't have the will, right? Why didn't you offer him a job? Why didn't you offer him, say, hey, why don't you work? He would say, oh, well, I don't like the way I look. Okay, let's get you a haircut, right? And that's the will. And then this guy had a job, and that's because he worked hard that he was able to afford the rent, right? So you were part of it. Of course you were part of it. But you can't think always, oh, I'm doing something, there's going to be consequences. They're going to be result out of this, right? You have to think about, I'm doing something, and also it's overthinking. It's so overthinking, right? So and it's funny because I received the comment, and the comment is the reason I'm doing this video, because I'm getting this comment a lot, and it's sad because, and I don't mean like to be an asshole, right? I'm trying to be a nice guy. Actually, I'm trying to be a lot nicer, but ultimately speaking, a person saying, "Hey, this is 20 minutes video. I ain't gonna watch all that," isn't gonna make me want to say, "Oh, you know what? I could have used that view. Fuck. I'm gonna have to change my entire content." No, you don't watch it. You don't watch it. I don't know why you would do something that you don't want to do, right? I don't know why you would watch something or listen to something that you don't like. Go ahead, do all you want, right? But the intent behind it is that, okay, well, guess what? Me understanding that I didn't care about this one person view. And again, they're possibly a really nice person. I don't mean attack by them. Possibly really nice, really cool, right? But then you understand that the 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 intent of making a video shouldn't be like, we're talking about the butterfly effect, right? When I make a video, I don't think that'll be popular. It's funny. This exact morning, we were doing a video about the YouTube studio and how it works and how the statistic work, right? A lot of the videos that are popular are video that I filmed months ago, right? Months ago. When I film a video, right, the intent is what? The intent. My dream is what? My dream and intent are different. My intent completely different. My dream, making content. My intent, entertaining, right? Entertaining other people. Those videos that I filmed months ago didn't yield any results. They got a view here and there, but then months later, they became popular. Now, am I grateful they're popular? Yes, I'm super grateful. But was the intent to make a video to wait 5 months until it works? No. You did a video, you had to talk. You see, when I say whatever you do is meaningless, I'm gonna finish this video, right? And I'm gonna be happy that I'm talking about this. And I'm gonna upload it. And I'm gonna upload it because I'm filming a video. I'm gonna upload it because we just spent 20 minutes talking about a subject, right? See what I did there? Right? See what I did? We spent 2 minutes talking about a subject, right? And ultimately speaking, it's see, okay, making video, is it useful? No, it's completely meaningless. However, would I talk to myself like that? No. Would I go see a shrink? No. Would I be able to communicate with you guys if it wasn't for the video? No. Would I go and DM somebody random, right, and say, hey, guess what? This is how I'm thinking today. I don't give a shit. It's not because they have to give a shit. It's not because they're supposed to give a shit. It's because this is a very niche topic, right? I can talk about the weather. They'll say, hey, yeah, it's a really good weather. Or then talk about the occupation and the involvement of the Canada in the First War. You're telling this to an Australian. Chances are he's not going to care. He's not supposed to care, right? So, I mean, the purpose here serves as a two purpose. Ultimately, it is to talk with you guys. Ultimately, it's to talk to myself without looking too crazy. But it doesn't serve the purpose that it's supposed to serve. People, and that sucks. That sucks because I'm watching this YouTuber, ProZD, and I love ProZD. I've been watching him for years, and he's going through a path right now. And actually, if I'm being completely honest, this is kind of what involved this video, kind of what influenced this video, kind of inspired this video. He was talking to a person and saying, hey, I'm a content creator, I'm not your friend, right? And because what happened was he saw that his view were going a lot lower, and he said, hey, this is content that I like watching, what can I do? And he was actually extending like a bridge, and he was saying, hey, I'm making this content a lot. How can I get you guys to watch the content? How can I get you guys to like the content? And he was trying food, and people were like, hey, we like when you do it alone, because he involved his friend. If I'm being completely honest, the video I watched, which was trying 22 Baskin Robin with his friends, it was a bit intense. Like, there's a lot going on, bro. I came here for a chill video to hear you talk, and I'm hearing this person screaming and this person out of the camera is screaming. That's a bit too much, right? And then you are trying out 32 flavors of ice cream, but some of them you really gonna go in deep. Some of them you don't even go in deep. So it's very different. I'm not sure I like it, right? And the person was like, hey, and then he took it the wrong way because people said, no, we like the old kind of video. I said, yeah, but I didn't like making the old time video. I don't like being in my office and talking alone. I don't like to do the skits anymore because ProZD was made popular because he did skits, right? I'm watching people, and again, I'm not judging, but I'm watching people play the same fucking game, which is Fortnite, for 10, 20 years. No, well, not 20 years, but you know what I mean. Don't you get tired of this? And you're stuck because if you do anything else, people don't give a shit, right? If your intent is to make money, the meaning is to make money, then you're going for failure. right? Or I'm saying other content creator. One of them that I really like is Charlie Penguin Zio. And Penguin Zio, he did a lot of gaming content. He did so much gaming content, but lately he's been doing more in real life content, and he really likes doing that. And you can see it in his face that he enjoys doing that. But people don't watch it, so he's stuck on playing video games. And this, no one better be stuck in doing that, right? And a video that really inspired me was Prod Z was like, "Hey, I don't like making this content. I don't like making skit anymore. I'm not gonna make skit anymore. I don't like talking alone. So this is the content that I'm making." And he was like, "Hey," and it was like, and it really made me realize a lot of things as a content creator. He was like, "Hey, I'm not here to please you. Everybody has different demand. I'm not gonna be able to please everybody. Right? Some people are gonna be happy. Some people are not gonna be happy." And he was even like, "Hey, ultimately, those videos cost a lot, right? And I have to make them readable." And he was talking about the stats, how they were making better, right? So it was kind of like a 50-50. So he did ask the question, and people did answer the question. So if I say, "Hey, I have this image of asking a girl out and your bro telling you the worst she can do is say no, right? But it then breaks your heart, right? And then you're fucking going down spiral. You're spiraling down, right? But all she said was no, right? And then, but she asked her out, and she said no. If you didn't ask her out, she would have not said no, right? So you're kind of putting yourself in this situation. And I know what you're saying. Well, but I didn't know if she likes me. Right, you're right. But if the girl doesn't give you any hint, any clue that she likes you or not, I'm gonna give you an advice, okay? When you're chilling with the girl, okay, make sure one of your girlfriend, not your lover, one of your girl one of your friend that's a girl that is around her, and ask your friend, "Look, I really like her. Can you check out if maybe she's giving a sign?" The girl will tell you, because the girl will recognize the sign that the girl give. She'll play with her hair. She'll listen to you. She'll laugh at your joke, even though they're not funny. That's pretty good advice. And with Pro, he asked a question, and people answered the question, and he was like, "Oh, I don't like your answer." But you asked the question, right? But again, I feel bad for him because he's a content creator and live from that, and the content that is able to pay his bills is the content that he doesn't like making. So you kind of feel bad for it, but at the same time, you put yourself in this situation, right? And what I mean by that is also I'm talking about another person, which is Ricardo Avocado, right? And he made videos, and he didn't like making mukbang anymore. You can see that as a year went by, the food was getting more and more, but he was eating less and less. He was tired of eating junk food, as simple as that. But then what happened was he knew that if he did anything else, people wouldn't give a shit. So he was stuck in the same position for years and years and years and years and years and years. And ultimately, it did pay the bill, but he was happy. No. So is something you do is it meaningful? The answer is no. Nothing you do is meaningful, right? You can give meaning to what you're doing. I'm doing this and I'm having fun. It's good. I'm doing this because there's a reason for it. I know that I have to do it. That's a meaning. That's a reason, right? But simply doing an action, just to do an action, doesn't serve any purpose. And when you understand that, you understand like there's a lot of things that you're doing that serve no purposes. There's a lot of things that I'm doing today that I have to do today that I have no purposes. But I know that you guys like it. I know that you guys want to see that content. So I do it. And it's not because I don't like it, but because it's a lot. Like, for example, this morning we woke up at 4, I want to say 4:30, right? And right now it's 1:43. So we've been up for 9 hours, right? And I'm not complaining. I'm having a good time, but it's a lot of work, right? And I didn't really stop. So it's not a question of am I comfortable with what I'm doing, It's not a question of is what I'm doing really worth the fatigue, right? And there's meaning to that. There's meaning to the fact that you said, okay, well, what I did was purposeful, versus, well, I didn't really want to do that. Anyway, long enough video. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.